Hello there everybody, how's it going? It's Jessie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff here on FlossTube, and I am here on a Sunday. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit unusual. I am really, I don't think I've ever filmed on a Sunday before, but today is Sunday, April 2nd, 2017, and I have something of a different kind of video today. This is a plans video, so I'm not going to be talking about an update. I won't be talking about a finish that most of you probably already know about. That will be saved until later in the week, either early this week or on my regularly scheduled day. I'm not quite sure yet. Depends on the weather. But today I am here to talk about my birthday sale. So my birthday sale starts 2 weeks from yesterday. It is my countdown to 29 stitch along, and I am really sorry for not putting this out sooner. I meant to do so many times. But I am seeing a lot of people post their plans. I know that Colin has done hers, Katie the Stash Queen, and Elizabeth from Running Stitch. I know I've seen theirs, their plan videos. And I was like, okay, just time to get on the ball. Let's do this. So we are here on this Sunday to do so. So I'm going to be running through each of the days, and this is a stitch along that is running from April 15th through April 26th, so it's a total of 12 days, and it's basically kind of a daily rotation, but you can totally do with it whatever you will. I know that Emily from Eclectic Possession said that she was going to participate by basically doing just a few whips, so do with this what you will. This is not a mandatory daily rotation. It's just how some of us decide to do it. So anyway, so I'm going to run through each of the days and their tasks. I'm not necessarily going to explain each of the tasks and why I came up with these certain things. So here's my plan for this SAL. I plan on doing a daily vlog. Just real quick little blip of what I'm stitching. Maybe there are some interesting events going on each of these days that I might film for you guys, and I'll put those up every day. So that's kind of my plan video-wise. So let's go ahead and just get started with the update, or with the plans portion. So I've got my notes here, so forgive me if I'm referring off screen a little bit. The first day is on April the 15th, and this is going to be one of those days where there are lots of things going on. April 15th is the 3.2 Run in Remembrance at Virginia Tech, and we will be in Blacksburg to participate. Not running, walking, but it is the 10-year anniversary, and so definitely we'll be down there for that. And I'm going to try to film during the walk so that you guys can see campus, because it's one of my favorite places. Okay, so back on task. April 15th, this task is my first 29th birthday, so stitch on your first or your oldest work in progress. And for me, that is Rose Fairy by Joan Elliott. When I first put together these tasks, it was Frosty Knot Garden. So things have changed a little bit. So this is Rose Fairy. And I am stitching her on a 28 count Lugana in Confetti by Picture This Plus. And here is where I'm at. So we'll see what I can do on that day. Now the April 15th is a lot of things, a lot of stitch alongs, particularly in Stitch Mania. I know that there's a couple of like one-day challenges going on there. Yeah, I'll be just working on this one because we're going to be out of town. It's going to be a little bit chaotic. Okay, on Sunday, April 16th, the task is Jessie Marie Does Stuff, my channel name, or Jessie Marie and Danny Sites. Me and my husband and our initials, essentially, JMDS. So stitch on something related to the letters J, M, D, or S. So I will be working on Shades of Wine by Northern Expressions Needlework. You'll be seeing a preview here of what this will look like finished, because I don't have a physical copy. This is part 1 of my wedding sampler, and I'm stitching it on 40 count Alabaster Newcastle linen from Zweigart. I haven't worked on this in a terribly long time. So that is where I am at with that, and I'm stitching it using the called for dinky dyes. There's 3 colors of dinky dyes in this one. So there's that. And S shades of wine. Shades. Okay, day 3, April 17th is a Monday. Enabled. Stitch on something you were enabled to start or purchase. And so I will be working on Autumn Fairy by Chatelaine. A preview here of what this will look like finished. This I am stitching on, I believe it's a 32 count. Do I have the tag? No, of course not, because I didn't used to keep the tags. I believe it's a 32 count Belfast, and it is in Mellow by Picture This Plus. And I was enabled to start, or to purchase this by, let me see, Melissa from Doodlehead Stitches. This was the first chatelaine I had ever seen, and so I'll probably continue working on that part 1 in there. So there's that. Okay, Tuesday, April 18th, favorite colors. Stitch on something maroon or red, orange or purple, or purple. And so I will be working on Stargazer by Mirabilia, which you know I am doing a Virginia Tech inspired conversion for, so I will have some maroons and oranges in there, and some of the maroons are leaning purple. I haven't started this yet, but I'll be stitching it on 32 count Belfast in Florin by Chromatic Alchemy. So there's that. Okay, next on April 19th, Bulldog. Stitch on something with an animal. There are bonus points if it's got a bulldog. Again, something I haven't started yet. I haven't even kitted yet, but this is Dog Lessons for People by Lizzie Kate. And that dog in there, I will be converting to a bulldog. So I get bonus points. So yeah, there's that. And I have most of the Weeks Dye Works and Crescent Colors called for, but I'll probably be substituting the ones that I don't have for some stash threads because I got a lot. Okay, next on April 20th, Miss Congeniality. Stitch on something pretty. So I will be working on Bold Band Sampler by Chatelaine. So preview here of what this will look like finished. And I got a very meager start during Mania last year. This is on a 28 count antique white cashel linen from Zweigart. This I started for Katie the Stash Queen's birthday last year. So there we have it. Okay. Next on April 21st, Taurus or Diamond. Stitch on something you find difficult, somehow related to Taurus, which is an earth sign, or Diamond, the gemstone. So I will be working on my Not Quite White work by Northern Expressions Needlework, and I'm claiming this is difficult because it's ginormous. It is on a fat half of 36 count cream ivory Edinburgh linen. And this was a mystery stitch along a few years ago from Northern Expressions, and I'm on part 2, I think. Part 2 or 3. I'm whoa behind. So I'll probably work down here in the rest of this, I can't remember what it's called, like lattice something or other. Darned lattice. I don't remember. So yeah, lots and lots and lots left to do. That qualifies as difficult. It's a big baby. Okay. Next, on April 22nd, this is close to 30. Oh my goodness. Turning 29 means you're close to 30. Stitch on something that's close to finishing. And so I will be working on my Pumpkin Patch Farm Sampler, but sorry about that. Got a little overzealous grabbing it. By the Victoria Sampler. And this is technically not close to finishing at this point. However, I think that it will be by the time we reach this day in the SAL. And So here's where I'm at. This is on a 32 count Belfast in Winter Moon, Harvest Moon, I never know, that moon fabric by Zweigart. And I'm stitching it using 99% of the called for threads. I have just the bottom 3 sections, which is the barn and then 2 specialty bands to go. This is a project that is my focus for a finish in April. So I think that by the 22nd, I'll be just about done. So there is that. That'll be a nice one to get finished because I have been working on that since 2015. Okay. Next, on April 23rd, the 29th, stitch on something somehow related to the number 29. So you could put in 29 stitches on a whip. You could work on something for 29 minutes. You could work on your 29th whip. You could work on something that has 29 letters in the title, etc., etc. So I took 29 and I split it up, and so 2 and 9, and I picked whips number 2 and number 9 from my year of whips. So number 2 is Electra by Nora Corbett. And each of these are going to get 90 minutes apiece because I thought it would be fun. This is on a 32 count linen, yes, in milk chocolate from Witchelt, so it's mighty stiff. And this is where I got to during the Crazy 7 last year. And I am replacing the black with Anchor Black. I have also done a color conversion on her wing to be a maroon wing because I don't have enough maroon and orange in my life. So there is that. And then my 9th whip, which will also get 90 minutes on this day, is Jingles by Lizzie Kate. And this is also on a Witchelt linen, so I'm just, a glutton for Witchelt punishment. But that's okay. So that's what the whole design will look like finished. And this is on 32 count Amber by Witchelt. And that is where I am at currently. So maybe this will inspire me to pick up my Christmas all year round and trick-or-treat, year-long trick-or-treat SAL. But we shall see. Okay, next on the 24th, bookish. So stitch out something related to a book or a story, or if you want, make up a story about it. So you see a picture, tell a story. It could be something silly like once upon a time there was a reader. The end. So I'll be working on The Reader by Joan Elliott. And I'm working this on 28 count cashel in Gingerbread by Picture This Plus. And that is where she currently stands. So I will again be working in this section to try to get some more progress on that. The 22nd is the Virginia Tech spring football game, which I'm pretty sure we're going to be attending this year. So yeah, so I'll be able to do some vlog footage of the spring game. Okay, next, April 25th, the big day, my birthday. And for this one, you're supposed to stitch on a new start or your most recent start or something birthday themed if you've got neither of the other two. I don't know. I don't know what I'm starting. I am of like 18 different minds about this. I've thought about Alice in a Dolly Dream. I have thought about Avarice. I have thought about a new Chatelaine. I have thought about a new Mira. I have thought about so many different things, and I don't know at this point. So stay tuned for that because yeah, I don't know what I'm working on yet. So we shall see. It's going to depend on a few things, but more on that later. Okay, and then on the last day, April 26th, this is family related, and so you're to stitch on something somehow related to family. And so I will be working on Elizabeth by Glendon Place. And I've told you guys this story a few times. Elizabeth was my grandma's name, and so there's that, which I am stitching on a 32 count Belfast in Buttercup from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is going to be my focus in July, I think, because July is the anniversary of my grandma's passing, so try to get this finished for that. So that's it. Those are the plans for the birthday SAL. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your patience. Like I said, I think in the intro, I will be back later this week with some updates and some April plans. I guess I better figure some of those out, it being April. Yeah. Okay, thanks everybody. I will see you later. Oh, link for the group, for the Facebook group, is down in the description box below. I am also going to insert the picture that I posted on Instagram with like a total write-up of all of the tasks. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.